Good morning, students. This is Shafi from Don Bosco PU College, Chitradurga. Welcome back to maths class. In our previous class, we discussed about the problems regarding finding direction cosines and direction ratios. Second thing is finding unit vector and some other problems, right? In this class also, we will continue the same thing. Okay, same problems we will continue. Here we have the next problem. Prove that 2i cap minus 3j cap plus 4k cap and minus 4i cap plus 6j cap minus 8k cap are collinear. This problem is important for 1 mark. This problem is important for your 1 mark as well as CE purpose also. This question is important. Okay, collinear. I already discussed that collinear vectors and some conditions also, right? Here I am going to use for collinear vectors, proving collinear. I will use the condition related to parallel vectors. In our previous class, I told you that two vectors are said to be parallel or two vectors are said to be collinear. Okay, parallel vectors and for collinear vectors, for both we will take the same condition. For collinear and for parallel, we take the same condition. Okay. For parallel vector, there what we have discussed, that condition what we have for parallel vectors, a vector is parallel to b vector, then a1 by a2 plus b1 by b2, sorry, a1 by a2 equals to b1 by b2 equals to c1 by c2, right? If the two vectors are said to be parallel or collinear, then the ratio of their components are equal or self. You just remember this. I told you this condition in our previous class. A1 by A2 equals to B1 by B2 equals to C1 by C2. The ratio of their components are equal. Then we can say that the vectors are parallel or collinear. Okay. And also one more condition also I given. That is A vector equals to lambda B vector. We can choose any one. I am going with this. A1 by A2, B1 by A2 and C1 by C2. Okay, here we have two vectors. Let us define the two vectors are A vector and B vector. I will take this as A vector 2i cap minus 3j plus 4k. Next one, second B vector. B vector, that is what? Minus 4i plus 6j minus 8k. Here we have two vectors. A vector is parallel to B vector, or A vector is two vectors are collinear vectors. Then condition is what? A1 by A2 equals to B1 by B2 equals to C1 by C2. I already told you that this symbol represent parallel. This symbol represent parallel. Don't be confused. The ratio of the components are equal or same, right? I components, the ratio of the components is 2 by minus 4. 2 by minus 4 equals to, next one, J components. What we have? Minus 3 divided by 6. Minus 3 divided by 6 equals to, next, K components. 4 divided by minus h. 4 divided by minus h. Is this ratios are equal? You just see 2 ones are 2 twos are, next one 2, next one 4 ones are 4 twos are. Then what we will get? Minus 1 by 2 equals to minus 1 by 2 equals to minus 1 by 2. Is these ratios are equal? Yes, the ratios are equal. Minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2. Therefore, A vector and B vector are collinear vectors. A vector and B vector are collinear. Okay, just you remember this condition. You can easily find out whether it is collinear or not. Okay, it is a question important for 1 mark or maybe it is 2 marks. Sometimes he will ask for 1 mark or sometimes he will ask for one node point. Next we have one node point. 3 points are said to be vertices of a right angle triangle. 3 points. 3 points. Okay, like this. We have one right angle triangle. 3 points. A, B, C. Okay. 3 points A, B, C. 3 points are said to be vertices of a right angle triangle. Then what we have the condition? Magnitude of one side vector square equals to magnitude of other side vector whole square plus magnitude of remaining side vector whole square. Okay, you just remember this. Based on this node point, we are going to solve this question. Here we have the question. Prove that the points A, B and C are the vertices of a right angle triangle. We have to prove that A, B and C are the vertices of a right angle triangle. For condition is what? Magnitude of one side whole square equals to magnitude of other side whole square plus magnitude of remaining side whole square. Is nothing but vector we have to find. Okay, vector we have to find. Here we have the 3 points A, B, C. A, B, C we have. First find out A, B vector. Next B, C vector. Next C, A vector. Okay, vertices of a right angle triangle. Okay, with the vertices of a right angle triangle. You just write down the given points. First of all, you just write down the given points. Let the point A. This I am going to write in the coordinate system. Like here we have 2I minus j plus k. We have the position vector. This position vector I am going to write in coordinates. Like I component is 2. Next j component is minus 1. K component is 1. 2 minus 1. 1. Next the vertices B. I component is 1. J component is minus 3. K component is minus 5 and C. I component is 3. J component is minus 4. K component is minus 4. Minus 4. Okay. Here first we have to find what we have to find. We just see magnitude of one side vector equals to magnitude of other side vector plus whole square plus magnitude of remaining side vector whole square. Here we have to find the vector. Vector joining 2 points. That is what? AB vector we have to find, BC vector, next CA vector. Once again, AB vector, BC vector, CA vector, along with their magnitude we have to find. After that we have to verify this one. Okay, we have to verify this one. First find out the vector AB. AB vector equals to vector joining 2 points. Vector joining 2 points I am doing. In our previous classes already we have discussed the vector joining 2 points vector joining 2 points problems and the related examples and the related problems also we have solved, right? I hope you will understand. You understood well about vector joining 2 points. Okay, kindly do not confuse. Already we have solved vector joining 2 points in our previous classes. AB vector I cap plus j cap plus k cap. Okay, AB vector you just keep it in your mind. AB vector B minus A we have to B minus A we have to do B minus A. AB vector we have B minus A. Terminal point minus initial point. Terminal minus initial. Okay, B minus A. X2 minus X1, Y2 minus Y1, Z2 minus Z1. Like that. 1 minus 2, 1 minus 2, 1 minus 2. Okay, 1 minus 2. Next one. Minus 3, minus 1, minus 1. Minus 3, minus 1, minus 1. Next one. Minus 4, minus 5, minus 1. Minus 1, minus 1. Okay, that is equals to 1 minus 2 minus 1 minus 2 is minus I cap. Minus 3 plus 1 is how much? Minus j cap. So minus 3 minus 3 plus 1 is plus 2j. So minus 2j. Next minus 6k. Here itself we will find its magnitude also. Magnitude of AB vector How to find magnitude of AB vector? Square root of 4. I component is what? Minus 1 whole square plus j component is what? Minus 2 whole square. Minus 2 whole square plus k component is what? Minus 6 whole square. Okay, minus 6 whole square. That is equals to minus 1. You just simplify it. How much it will be? Minus 6 whole square 36. Minus 2 whole square 4. 36 plus 4 is 40. 41. Square root of 41. It is the magnitude of vector AB. Next, what we have to find? AB vector is over. Next, we will move on to BC vector. BC vector. After that, CA vector. Next, find out DC vector. BC vector equals to vector joining two points I plus J plus K. I plus J plus K. Okay. Now BC vector. We are doing is what? BC vector. Vector joining two points B and C. BC vector. BC vector. 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1. Next one. Minus 4. Minus 4. Minus of minus 3. Minus 4. Minus of minus 3. Next one. Minus 4. Minus of minus 5. Minus 4. Minus of minus 5. That is equals to, you just simplify it. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 I cap. Next to minus 4 plus 3 is minus j cap. Next to minus 4 plus 5 is plus k cap. Next to find out magnitude of BC vector. Magnitude of BC vector is how much? Square root of 4. I component is 2 square plus j component is minus 1. Minus 1 whole square plus k component is 1 square equals to how much? 2 square is 4. 4 plus 1 5 plus 1 6. Square root of 6. Okay. BC vector is over. AB vector we find out. Next BC vector is over. Next CA vector we have to find. CA vector equals to CA vector. First write down I J. Next K. CA vector. A minus C. CA vector is what? A minus C. Terminal point minus initial point. Terminal point minus initial point. CA vector. A minus C. 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3. Next minus 1 minus of minus 4. Minus 1 minus of minus 4. Next 1 minus of minus 4. 1 minus of minus 4. Vector joining towards CA. That is equals to 2 minus 3 is minus. That is minus 1. That is minus I cap. Next minus 1 plus 4 is how much? Plus 3j. Plus 3j. Next plus 1 plus 4 is 5. 5k. Okay, 5k. Magnitude of CA vector. Magnitude of CA vector. Find out magnitude of CA vector. I component is minus 1. Minus 1 whole square. Plus next j component 3 is 3 square. Plus k component is 5 square. Equals to square root of 5 square is 25. 25 plus 9 plus 1. How much? 35. Square root of 35. Now, AB vector is over. BC vector is already we found. Next, CA vector is already over. Now, we have to verify this. How it will be? Magnitude of one side vector whole square equals to magnitude of other side vector whole square plus magnitude of remaining side vector whole square. Okay, you just take this magnitude of AB vector whole square equals to, we have to verify this condition, equals to magnitude of BC vector whole square plus next magnitude of CA vector whole square. Magnitude of AB vector whole square is more than BC vector whole square and CA vector whole square. That's why I choose this one in the left side. Okay, magnitude of AB vector whole square is more than magnitude of BC vector whole square and magnitude of CA vector whole square. That's why I chosen that one in the left hand side. Whatever we have to verify this condition. This condition is satisfied. We can say that points are right angle triangle. Okay. Now you just substitute magnitude of AB vector square root of 41 whole square. Square root of 41 whole square equals to magnitude of BC vector square root of 6 whole square plus next magnitude of CA is square root of 35 whole square. So square root will get cancelled. Next square root will get cancelled. Next what we will get? 41 equals to 6 plus 35. 6 plus 35 is how much? 41. Right? Hence these two are equal. Therefore A, B and C are the vertices of a right angle triangle. Hence A, B, C are the vertices of a right angle triangle. Once again, just see AB vector next BC vector next CA vector we have to find along with the magnitude. After that we have to verify this condition. If these two are equal, then we can say that the given points are vertices of a right angle triangle. Otherwise the given points are not vertices of a right angle triangle. So it is the concept of proving 3 points are the vertices of a right angle triangle. Regarding this, I will give an example. Homework problem. You just note down that homework problem. Prove that the points A, B and C with position vectors. A vector equals to 3i minus 4j minus 4k. B vector equals to 2i minus j plus k, and C vector equals to I minus 3j minus 5k, form respectively form the vertices of a right angle triangle. It is a proper homework for you. You just see, compare this problem with this one. Here we given A, B, C, right? Here we given position vectors A vector, B vector, C vector from he given. I will give hint for this. Here we have the position vectors A vector, B vector and C vector. That we will take it as the points A, 3, next minus 4 and minus 4. Next the point B, 2, minus 1, plus 1. Next the point C, 1, minus 3 and minus 5. Okay. Next after that, here in this problem, magnitude of BC square equals to magnitude of CA square plus magnitude of AB squares will be equal. You just verify this condition. Here A vector, B vector, C vector, position vectors are given. That I take it as the vertices A, B and C in the points itself I took. Next you just verify this condition. Okay, hence that points are the vertices of a right angle triangle. It is a problem homework for you. Can you note down? Section formula is very important for the point of examination for 3 marks. kindly do not neglect this section formula. You have to practice. Okay. So in this section formula we have two cases, case 1 and case 2. First case is internally, second case is externally. Okay. Here we have the statement: if the point P divides the line segment AB in the ratio m:n, then the position vector of the point P is. Okay. This section formula we have two cases. We will prove two cases. For your point of examination, internal case is very important for 3 marks. For your point of examination, internal case is very important for 3 marks. Next, second case is not that much important for your point of examination. Even though I will prove second case. Okay. You just see internally and externally. Internally and externally. What is meant by internally and externally? Internally is nothing but, you just imagine here I am inside the classroom. Then internally it is. Suppose if I am outside the classroom, that is externally. You just see. It is one classroom. If I am inside, that is internally. If I am outside the classroom, then it is externally. You just see the difference of this. Okay, now first case internally. Here let A be with the line segment. Let A be with the line segment. Let the point P be any point on the line AB. The point P be any point on the line AB. Okay. Here it is the origin. The position vector of the point P of the point A with respect to its origin is A vector. The position vector of the point B with respect to its origin is B vector. Next, the position vector of the point P with respect to its origin is R vector. The point P divides the line segment AB in the ratio m:n. It is the diagram of internal case. Okay. Now here we have to find the position vector R vector. We have to find. You just see. Here we have the position vector R vector. This one I am going to find. This one R vector I am going to find. That is OP vector. So it is also the AB vector. Now let O be the origin. Let O be the origin. Next, the position vector of the point. The position vector of the points A and B with respect to its origin is OA vector and OB vector is A vector and B vector respectively. The position vector vectors of the points A and B with respect to its origin is given by, with respect to its origin is, you just see OA vector is A vector, OA vector is A vector. Next, OB vector is B vector. What we have defined? OA vector, A vector. OB vector is B vector. Next, what is remaining? OP vector. That is a required vector. Position vector. OP vector is R vector. The position vector of the point P with respect to its origin with respect to its origin is OP vector equals to R vector. OP vector equals to R vector. Let O be the origin. Next, the position vector of the points A and B is with respect to its origin is A vector and B vector. Next, the position vector of the point P with respect to its origin is R vector. Next, what is remaining? The point P divides the line segment internally in the ratio M is to N. Next, the point P divides the line segment AB in the ratio M is to N. It is the explanation of this diagram. Next, just see the derivation now. You just observe this diagram. AP vector divided by PB vector. AP vector divided by PB vector. AP vector divided by AP vector divided by PB vector equals to ratio M is to N, that is M divided by N. Once again, AB vector divided by PB vector equals to M divided by N. Okay, it is the step. Next step, we know that in the previous class we already discussed that suppose we have AB vector terminal point minus initial point. I already told you that is the vector joining two points is there. I told you there, right? AB vector is terminal point minus initial point. Okay, terminal minus initial. There we have taken the formula x2 minus x1 I plus y2 minus y1 j plus z2 minus z1 k. And also one more alternative method is there, that is OB vector minus OA vector B minus A along with the position vector OB vector minus OA vector. Similarly, suppose we have the vector xy vector. How you are going to write this xy vector? First, y minus x. OY vector minus OX vector. Next, suppose if we have BC vector, how you are going to write BC vector without OC vector minus OB vector. OC vector minus OB vector. Similarly, we will write some other vectors, CD vector, PQ vector, like that. By using this concept, AP vector, how you are going to write AP vector? Okay, before that, here we have AP vector by PB vector equals to divided by 1. Take the cross multiplication. Then what we will get? N into AP vector equals to N into PB vector. Cross multiplication we have taken N into AP vector equals to M into PB vector. Next, N into AP vector. How you are going to write AP vector? By using this concept. How you are going to write AP vector? P minus A, that is OP vector minus OA vector. OP vector minus OA vector equals to next M into OB vector minus OP vector. OB vector minus OP vector. Next N into you just substitute OP vector. OP vector is what? OP vector is R vector. Minus OA vector is what? OA vector is A vector equals to M into OP vector is what? B vector minus OP vector is what? R vector. R vector. I am just substituting in place of OA vector, OP vector, and OP vector as A vector, B vector, and R vector. Next simplification. We just multiply this n inside the brackets. N into R vector minus n into A vector. N into R vector minus n into A vector equals to next n into B vector, m into B vector minus m into R vector. R vector. What we are going to find? The position vector R vector we are going to find. Okay. The position vector R vector we have to find. In this we have to find R vector. In this we have to find R vector. Take this minus mr vector to the left side. Send this minus ma vector to the right side. Take this minus mr vector to the left at the same time. Send this minus ma vector to the right side. Then what we will get? N r vector. So plus mr vector equals to m b vector plus m a vector. Okay. Next one. In this we have r vector. Take that r vector is outside. Take that r vector is outside. Here we have r vector. Take it common. Then remaining n plus m equals to m b vector plus m a vector. Okay. In this nr vector plus mr vector, I took r vector is common. Then that will be m plus m. Next, r vector equals to m b vector plus m a vector divided by m plus m. N plus m is also equals to m plus n. 2 plus 3 is how much? 5. 2 plus 3 is how much? 5. 3 plus 2? 5. Similarly, n plus m is also equals to m plus m. Hence, it is the section formula internally. Hence, it is the proof of section formula internally. Once again, it is the proof important for 3 marks. It is the proof important for 3 marks. In this derivation, this step plays a major role. In this derivation, in this proof, this step plays a major role. We just mark this as important step. If you make any mistake in this step, the entire derivation will go wrong. If you made any mistakes in this step, the entire derivation will go wrong. Okay, you just keep it in your mind, and this proof is important for 3 marks. Internal proof is only important for your point of examination. You have to read this proof. Next, one more case we have, that is external case. Here we have internal case. In the next case we will prove external case. Okay. For your point of examination, they want ask like state and prove section formula. They are not going to ask like state and prove section formula internally. They will ask the statement itself. They will ask. Okay. The statement itself. They will ask this question. How they are going to ask? If the point P divides the line segment AB in the ratio this here, then find the position vector of the point P internally is MB vector plus NA vector divided by M plus N. Okay, you just keep it in your mind. They want to ask like the question statement to section formula. They will ask like statement itself. They will ask. Statement itself they will ask. Okay. Next, let us prove second case. It is the first case. First case is important. Second case is not that much important for our point of examination. Even though I will prove second case also. For second case, explanation will be same. Second case, explanation will be same. diagram will be changed. You just see. Let it is the external case. It is the second case. This second case is not important. This second case is not important. Let A be with a line segment. Let A be with a line segment. Let P be any point on the plane. Let P be any point in the space. Let P be any point in the space. Next, let O be the origin. Let O be the origin. It is a vector AB. Let O be the origin. The position vector of the point A with respect to its origin is given by A vector. Next, the position vector of the point P with respect to its origin is R vector. R vector. The position vector of the point P is with respect to its origin is given by B vector. Okay, B vector. Next, the point P divides the line segment AB externally in the ratio m is to n. M is to n. This point P divides the line segment AB externally in the ratio m is to n. Okay, hence it is the diagram for second case, external case. Okay, so here it is the explanation. Same explanation we will follow. We just see A B vector because this P divides the line segment AB externally in the ratio m is to n. From A to P we have m. From B to P we have n. So that A P vector divided by B vector. A P vector divided by B P vector. A P vector divided by B P vector equals to A P vector divided by B P vector equals to m divided by n. M divided by n. So as it is same steps, take the cross multiplication. What we will get to m into AB vector equals to m into BP vector. What we have to find? The position vector R vector we have to find. We have to find the position vector R vector. Okay. Now m into AB vector that also can be written as OP minus OA vector. This one I already told you in the first case, right? That is equals to m into OP vector minus OB vector. OP vector minus OB vector. AP vector, OP vector minus OA vector. Next, n into OP vector. OP vector, what we have R vector. Just in explanation. OP vector is R vector minus OA vector is A vector equals to m into OP vector is R vector minus OB vector is B vector. Next, multiply this here inside the brackets. M into R vector, n R vector minus m A vector equals to m R vector minus m B vector. What we have to find? R vector we have to find. Okay, R vector we have to find. Send this n R vector to the right side. Take this minus mb vector to the left side. I'm just shifting. Okay. NR vector to the right, MB vector to the left. Okay, then what will happen? MB vector, here minus MB vector we have. If we take this to the left, it will be plus MB vector. MB vector minus NA vector equals to next MR vector minus NR vector. NR vector, MB vector minus LA vector equals to, take this R vector is common, take out this R vector is common, then M minus N. What we are going to find? R vector. Send this M minus N to the left, so it will divide. Then M B vector minus N A vector divided by M minus N, that is equals to R vector. R, this also will be written as R vector equals to M B vector minus N A vector divided by M minus N. Hence, it is the case, second case, external case. Okay? Hence, it is the case, external case. It is the section formula for 3 marks, right? It is the section formula for 3 marks. Next, I am going to give one shortcut method to remember the formula for an internal case. You just see the internal case. Internal case formula is what? Internal case section formula. Formula is what? R vector equals to MB vector plus NA vector divided by M plus N. MB vector plus NA vector divided by M plus N. Just see how you are going to remember this one. It is the vector A vector, it is the vector B vector, M divides N, M is to N, M is to N. You just see MB vector, take the cross multiplication. How you are going to remember this formula? How you are going to remember this formula? Internal case formula. R vector equals to MB vector. MB vector, MB vector. Internal case is we take only plus. Plus next one. MB vector plus NA vector. NA vector divided by M plus divided by M plus. Very simple. NA vector plus MB vector divided by M plus. Okay. It is the shortcut method to remember this section formulas. Okay. What about internal case? Internal case is very simple. MB vector minus NA vector divided by minus N. Here we have plus, here we have plus. For external case, we will get minus, negative we will get. Okay. Now, in this section formula, we have a node point. In this section formula, we have a node point. Kindly note down. Suppose here we have the diagram for internal case. Internal case diagram is what? It is the point A. So it is the point B. AB with a line segment. Let P be any point on that line. It is the position vector. It is origin. Position vectors. All these are position vectors. AB vector, OB vector, AB, and next case. Now, if P is the midpoint of AB, you just imagine if P is the midpoint of AB, then ratios are what? M equals to M. Then the ratios are equal. M equals to M. Then the position vector of the midpoint is what? What will happen? Here P is the midpoint of AB vector. P is the midpoint of AB vector. Then the ratios are equal. M equals to N. Okay. Then the midpoint of the position vector of midpoint is what? We have R vector equals to MB vector plus NA vector divided by M plus N. Divided by M plus N. Okay. Now P is the midpoint of AB. P is the midpoint of AB. Then the ratios are equal. That is what? M equals to M. M equals to M. Then that midpoint, what will happen? M equals to M. M equals to M. Next m plus n, that m will get 2m by the derivation we will get a b vector plus a vector divided by 2 we will get. Okay, b vector plus a vector divided by 2. If p is the midpoint of AB, if p is the midpoint of AB, then m equals to n. Therefore, the midpoint of AB vector will have the position vector. Will have its position vector. We just note down this point. If p is the midpoint of, if p is the midpoint, if p is the midpoint of AB, if p is the midpoint of AB, then m equals to n. P is the midpoint of AB, then m equals to n. Therefore, from case 1, it is from case 1. Therefore, from case 1, the midpoint of AB vector, the midpoint of AB vector, the midpoint of AB vector will have its position vector. Will have its position vector. Position vector. Will have its position vector. R vector equals to A vector plus B vector divided by 2. A vector plus B vector divided by 2. It is the point related to section formula. Okay. Next we will take one problem related to this midpoint. First problem. Now find the position vector of the midpoint of the vector joining. Find the position vector. Find the position vector of the midpoint of the vector joining the points P 2, 3, 4 and Q 4, 1 minus 2. 4, 1 minus 2. Here we have to find the position vector of the midpoint. We have to find the position vector of the midpoint of the vector joining 2 points. Here we have the point P and here we have the point Q. We have to find the position vector. It is PQ vector and this. Here we have to find the position vector. Okay, PQR. You can take any one. It is the origin. We have to find the position vector. OR vector. That is the R vector we have to find. Okay. Here we have the point P and here we have the point Q. Okay. These points I will take it as the vector A and the vector B. P point we have and the Q point we have. I will take it as the vector form. A vector equals to, I will take this position vector as A vector equals to 2i plus 3j plus 4j. 2i plus 3j plus 4k. Next B vector. Next B vector equals to, I will take this position vector as in the vector form. 4i plus j, 1j is nothing but j, minus 2k. Minus 2k. Okay. A vector we have, B vector we have. See, A vector we have and B vector we have. We just take this formula, apply this formula. We will get the required position vector. The required position vector of the midpoint of PQ. A vector, B vector. Next, take the formula. Here we have to find the position vector. That is OR vector equals to A vector plus B vector divided by 2. That is equals to A vector is 2i cap plus 3j cap plus 4k cap plus 4i plus j minus 2k. I am substituting the vectors. In vector A, I am taking this one. vector divided by 2. Okay, that is equals to here we have the sum of the vectors. 2i plus 4i is 6i plus 3j plus j is how much? 4j plus 4k minus 2k is plus 2k divided by 2. That is equals to divided by 2. Here we have 6, 4 and 2. Take it outside. 3i. 2 is outside. 2 is outside from 6. 3. Next 4. 2 is outside from 2. Plus 2j. Plus 2 is outside from 2k. That is only k. 2 will get cancelled. That is equals to 3i cap plus 2j cap plus k cap. Hence it is the required position vector. Okay. Okay, dear students, it is the class for today. In the next class, we are going to solve the problems based on the section formula, right? And one more thing, you just practice the section formula now itself at your home. You just practice 4 or 5 times, and that vector and that internal case is very important for your point of examination. In the recent exam also, he asked that. That means in the recent question paper also, this question was there. The section formula question was there. You just keep it in your mind. He won't ask like statement proof section formula. They will ask only the statement itself. He will ask. Don't be confused. You just go through with the previous year question papers. You came to know how he going to ask the section formula. Kindly do not neglect this one. You just practice at your home. Okay, dear students. In the next class, we will discuss the next problems. It is the class for today. Thank you.